The next stop is On the Radar Radio.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Yes, sir, baby. On the Radar Radio. Yo, special guest in the building. Masicka in the building, my guy. Welcome to the show.
Live and direct.
Let me give you some flowers real quick, right? He came in here, right, maybe like 20 minutes ago, not even, and he knocked out 2 live performances, both one takes. Not very often does that happen. So I got to give you your flowers, man, because it's different. And they're not lip syncs either. They're live. They're live performances, live audio. He's been traveling different time zones, different weathers. You know what I'm saying? I know this New York cold is crazy. I already be knowing. But I appreciate you and your craftsmanship for what you were able to do here today and knock that shit out quick.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. We build feet, and I mean, a lot of training. So
how you been, man?
Great. Love New York.
I'm so excited to see the year that you've been having. Like, I was just showing, shout out my brother Nick. I was showing you the video of them playing Tyrant on Labor Day.
Crazy vibe.
On his block. For you, man, like the first thing with this year, including like, you know, the sold out show at SOB, not SOB. Amazura.
Mm-hmm.
Man, how has this year been for you? You know, because when we're recording this, we're about to end 2023, but what has been going through your mind this whole year? Like, what emotions have you been feeling, seeing like all this success and kind of everything that's been happening for you?
You know, we're still a little bit surprised, but you know, put in the work. You know what I mean? But most of it we did expect. But I just think everything is a work in progress. You know what I mean? I love the progress. I love the growth. Everything. You know what I mean? And just have to continue to do more work. You know what I mean? Yeah,
you ready to do more work?
Yes, definitely.
Why do you feel like you're surprised though? Because if you put in the work, you know it's gonna come with it.
It's just the love. After a while, you know what I mean. You get so much love. It's still baffling at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Because even the show we keep the other day. I know the turnout would be crazy, but we never know like the love would be so massive. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, definitely.
Especially when you go to like different states in America too. Like you never like you kind of go into those things like you know you have a fan base there, but you know it's one thing to have the fan base and then to show up
and then actually see it. Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah, man, definitely.
Was that kind of what was going through your head before the Amazura show too? Like, oh man, like I know that there's a lot of people here who love me, but you weren't aware that many people were gonna show up.
Yeah, definitely. You know what I mean? So them things they still surprise you, you know what I mean? The way the people them receive like my new music and stuff like that, you know what I mean? It still amazes me. Yeah, man.
Right, because this album, right, first of all, great project, incredible project. The first project, like full album from you in 5 years.
Yeah. No, 2 or 3. Yeah, 3 years.
3 years. 3 years.
3 years.
With the 3 year gap though, I don't know why I said 5. With the 3 year gap though, what was like the reason for the break and kind of taking this long to give people another full body of work?
I think with an album, you just want something different, you know what I mean? I want to create a masterpiece. I want to take enough time because I still release singles. A lot of singles like throughout the year. You know what I mean? Every quarter I have like 4 or 5 singles when I release music videos. Right. So I just keep working, keep that pace. But I feel like with the album, I never just want to get a bunch of songs and just put it together and just release it. You know what I mean? I can do that any day because I have a home studio, I record a lot.
Right,
I just didn't want give the fans a different experience, you know what I mean, kind of create a story with the music. So I feel like I definitely achieved that with the new album, you know what I mean?
Right, I agree. Because I feel like when I have like a lot of, you know, with all the Jamaican artists who have come to this show, like I feel like a lot of them always, with that same sentiment of course too, because like I feel like y'all put out singles and you put out something like Tyrant and it goes crazy, right?
Yes.
You could really just keep putting out singles and,
exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But everybody has like that same sentiment where it's like, look, we could live off singles, but what the cool thing about it, especially with artists like yourself, like it definitely feels like more of an event when you finally put a project together because they expect these singles from you. They know every summer is going to come out. It's going to go do great in the islands. It's going to do great up here in New York and, you know, in London and shit like that.
Definitely.
But then when you put out this like full actual body of work, like, and it's like, damn, we've been living off singles for him so long. It kind of like, it means a lot more too.
Exactly. And it set you apart, you know what I mean? And it show more creativeness, more craftsmanship because it's not just one song. You know what I mean? It's as I say, it's a body of work, and then you take time to do this effort, different producers, different tracks, choosing the tracks. So it's different from just going into studio, voicing a one song and you get me?
Right, because anybody could put out an amazing song, right?
Exactly.
And they blow up on social media, TikTok, whatever, at clubs. But it's like another thing to actually put out like a great
body
of work and it to be
man.
seen. With the reception of this, like, how have you been? How do you feel like it's been received so far? Like, what have been like some of like what have you been seeing online about how people have been receiving this project?
Yeah, man, the fans love it. Definitely. The same night it released, it went number one on iTunes reggae chart. And I mean, Bob
Incredible.
Marley was number one.
Yep.
So, yeah, crazy. And the video's number one trending in Jamaica. I think number 3, number 4. So, the thing is, the fans love the music, you know what I mean? And I did put out an album before that, so the expectation did really high.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So now that we deliver and we really getting the feedback, most of them positive, like 90% of them positive.
Something I had seen online that I saw a fan had tweeted, and I think you might have retweeted it, I'm not sure, but I wrote it down, and they said, I love that Mass didn't change the sound after signing to a major label. The album was created beautifully.
Yeah.
Right? And shout out Def Jam, of course, you know what I'm saying? I think like with a lot of Def Jam artists, like they really let them, you know, I think I had Stonebwoy here earlier this year, they really let them do their thing. But I know the fans were like, okay, cool, he's signed, and that was a big concern for them, I guess, at the point. They're like, okay, they don't know if your sound's gonna change.
Yeah, definitely.
But for you, when creating this project, and this kind of goes into my next question about the intent behind creating this and like what you really wanted to bring across to the fans with this project, going into it, and then after signing this deal, what was going through your mind when you were creating this, and then what was like the intent that you really wanted to make sure that fans took away from this project as you were
doing the work?
As you were doing the work.
I think first and foremost, we never did go change the sound, you know what I mean? And big up Def Jam, the really good family.
Yeah,
and,
shout out Def Jam.
You know what I mean? With the A&R Tunji and with Tunji and everybody, you know what I mean? We think them believing in me and believe that, you know what I mean? And me believing in them too. So choosing the work wasn't a hard part. Changing the sound of my music wasn't even a discussion, you know what I mean? So it's just trying to get more fans and trying to extend what we already have. So when we're building the project now, we just always did want that clean sound, you know what I mean? So we did just mostly focus on like just the production of the thing them. So we not really change the sound, it's just a better, you know what I mean, better producers, better rhythm, stuff like that with the same sounds, you know what I mean? So definitely. Right. It wasn't not changing up or anything new or diluting the authenticity of me or, you know what I mean? Yeah, man, definitely.
And I like how you still kind of get like those, like that crossover record in there too with Friday. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause that's kind of like, you know, that's like a record that stood out to me on the project a lot too. One, because I think Friday is also just a big fan of Jamaican artists and African artists, and you know, with some of the crossovers that he's been doing. Great musician.
Yeah, man.
But with you, like obviously that's a label situation. But what was like? Did you get to do that song with Friday too in person?
No. Tunji hooked that up.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Yeah, man. Big up Tunji. Yeah, Tunji hooked that up. So Tunji sent me the record, and instantly I told him, say, yeah, this is crazy. So, you know what I mean? I recorded like, I think the same day or the day after and sent it back to him, and he was like, yo, they love this one. You know what I mean? So, even after the release of the album, Friday hit me up. You know what I mean?
I was about to say, did you get to meet him yet or no?
No, we don't meet in person, but we talk on the gram. I think him have a show this evening. I'm going to the show still. You know what I mean? So today, yeah, so he meet me up and tell me, say, I love the project, and I mean, project crazy.
And I think every person who you brought on the project, feature-wise, was masterfully done.
Yes.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, again, that speaks to that authenticity thing that we are just talking about, where it's like, you know, this is your first project in 3 years. There's not an overload of features. It's kind of just the right amount, right?
Exactly.
I want to ask you this, though. Who has your favorite feature on the project? Is there one that sticks out to you that you played over just a million times? And you're like, nah, this is like... Because they all killed it. I want to make that very clear. But is there one specifically that you like really love?
I love all of the songs, to be honest.
Okay.
I don't really want to do that, but I think we really like the Faith track.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just different because it is something outside of the box, different from what I typically do with lyrics and just, you know what I mean? It's just a different type of sound. So I really like the track of feature Faith, you know what I mean?
Right. So where do we go from here? What's after this? What are we getting ready for?
More videos. We just shoot some videos now,
Okay.
you know what I mean, promote the album, you know what I mean, do some concerts and stuff like that, and then so when more release the next project, probably release some singles next year and stuff like that.
I was about to say, how long? Like, are we gonna go back into another couple year hibernation before the next project?
No hibernation, man. Enough work, man. Enough singles, you know what I mean? Full foot on them neck, man. No ease up right now, you know what I mean? We just follow up on the greatness right now.
Right.
Definitely.
Hey, well, look, man. Congratulations on everything, man. Incredible body of work. I
Yes,
love
man.
seeing you win all around the world, and I especially love hearing your music out here playing during the summertime, man.
Yeah, man,
Congratulations again.
Enough respect, brother.
Before we get both performances out now. Go run up both of those. Before we get up out of here, my brother, anything else you want to let the people know where they can follow you at, all that good stuff? Now's the time to do it. This camera on the right here.
Yeah, man. Everything, Masicka Music, you know what I mean? All media platforms, you know the thing go. Pre-save the album, Generation of Kings, one side to the landslide. Ain't no other. Brr.
There you go. Make sure you go run up the project, go run up the performances, go show them some love, go show them some support. Love is free, support is free. But try renew that till next time on the radar. We out. Pow. My God, love.
Yeah, man. Blessings, my brother.